divine energy. I hope I got that one right. And okay. And in Malaysia, ever since I think it's your influence that we have had as well. So we have also started this Devi Matas in action. It has, been a huge success as well. And today's talk by Master Pranahita is going to be on menopause. I think one of the subjects a lot of us are kind of, um, you know, uh, can relate to in many ways. Yeah. So over to you, Master Pranahita. Welcome.
Thank you, Meera. Thank you so much. So, namaste, my dear friends. Very good evening to everyone. Maybe a good morning, I'm not really sure. But today we will talk about menopause. Uh, Last couple of times we spoke about how a woman goes through different cycles. I'll just touch on that subject and directly we'll go into menopause subject. Says that a woman goes through three different stages in her life. That is called as maiden, mother, and crone. So maiden means before maturity, as a young baby, and then slowly growing up and everything before she becomes mature, before she gets her first menstruation. So that is mainly called as maiden. That is first stage. And then the next stage is after menstruation till her menopause stage. So it is called as mother. It is mainly called as mother. It's not just because she's going to be a biological mother, because a lot of women, they will not be biological mothers, but still they will be called as mother in this stage, because the eggs will be released every month. Of course, some people may be having some challenges of PCOD or some other issues, but still this stage is called as mother stage. And then the next stage is menopause stage. So every stage is very, very important. It's just that we have to understand these three stages. When we understand and accept these three stages, we can really enjoy our womanhood. So, as you all know, a lot of women, of course, many of us also might have gone through all these different stages of becoming mature, and every month having these periods, and sometimes not really accepting the periods. And sometimes we'll be in this thought that, oh, I got my period again. So we'll be going through these stages once we become mature or once we start menstruating. So, in the same way, slowly we will adopt to it, and we will get used to it in so many years. Sometimes some people may be getting their menstruation during 11 years of age, or sometimes even nowadays 9 years of age also they're getting first menstruation. So it all depends on person to person. In the same way, menopause also depends on person to person. So a lot of people say that menopause starts uh, after 45 to 55. But still, my dear friends, just remember that for a lot of women, it may even start at 40. And I know personally some women for whom it started even at 38, and for it may start even at 36. But it's just that it's very, very important to understand that, are you really healthy, or is there any issue that is going on in your um, uterus or womb or ovaries? You just have to, if required, you can just get it checked. But if you are confirmed that it is menopause, start accepting it. So one lady, she got her menopause at 38 years. But once she confirmed with her doctor, and then she completely accepted it. No complaints, nothing. Because the same thing, as we start menstruating, initially we'll be having so many challenges of accepting this every month that we are getting periods, and suddenly it's a complete different change. In the same way, again, when this menopause starts, again, this menopause has three different stages. That is pre-menopause, and the menopause, and post-menopause. So the pre-menopause is something like the period, sometimes it stops, and sometimes again it comes, and sometimes you'll just see some spots of blood, but there will be so many mood swings, my dear friends. So a lot of women, as they go through premenstrual syndrome, like every month they'll be having some mood swings, or some women may have this anxiety or depression. But in the menopause, a lot of women have these issues, that anxiety or depression or mood swings, and especially this hot flushes. They'll be having so much heat in their body. Suddenly, they will feel so much heat. Even with the AC on, they'll be feeling this heat in their body. And for some women, night sweats may be there. So remember, it may not happen to every woman. In the same way that the menstruation, some women may be having stomach pain, some may be having back pain, or some may be having mood swings, and some are really enjoying as if they did not even get their period. They'll be doing everything as usual, very normal. In the same way, it may depend on person to person. So, in Divine Feminine Sangha, as I founded this Divine Feminine Sangha, we have been experimenting with so many thousands of women across the world, and we have clearly seen the results of during menstruation. Now, a lot of women, like thousands of women, they have given testimonials very clearly that they are not having any pains or any aches or any mood swings, no premenstrual syndromes. So, once they accepted this feminine side inside them, once they accepted that it is natural, and then adding meditation into this and adding love energies into this and redirecting these energies, because this has got a lot of energy. So during menopause, what happens? So all these years, ovaries will be releasing eggs, and during the menopause, slowly ovaries will stop releasing the eggs. Once in a while, it starts releasing, and slowly, 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 it completely stops releasing the egg. So that means even the hormonal changes will also happen. The estrogen, it will slowly reduce. And for a lot of women, when the estrogen reduces because of that hormone reduction, again, as I mentioned, there may be mood swings. And for some people, the skin may become dry. And a lot of people, they'll be having this worry that, oh, once the menopause starts, I'm becoming old. Or they'll be having this skin issue sometimes, the skin issues, because the skin will be becoming dry. So it's just that you have to take care as you take care of the winter, because winter is normal. Every year we'll be having winter and the summer, and the seasons changes. We just have to take care. So if you want to be like in summer, you may live in one way. You'll not be using blankets, or you'll not be using all the all the moisturizing lotions or whatever. But again, in winter, you have to take care of your skin. In the same way, this is also very natural, my dear friends. Once you start accepting that, okay, this is also natural, just as seasons are changing, in the same way, even for a woman, these stages are changing, the cycles are changing. So during before menstruation, you are in a way, and then once the menstruation started, so slowly you adopted. Every month you're using some pads or whatever that you have to use, so cups or pads or tampons or whatever that you are using, slowly you got used to it. And then you are really taking care of everything every month. In the same way, again, you have to prepare yourself mentally for menopause. And it is very, very important that do not worry about menopause, that, oh, I'm becoming old now and I'll not look the same, or I'm losing my womanhood. So during menstruation, slowly, even at that time, it will be very hard to accept the womanhood because of all this menstruation, blood, and everything. But again, when you're losing this, again, mentally, a lot of women think that, oh, I'm losing my womanhood. So slowly, they'll see a lot of changes in their body. Especially, they think that, okay, now I'll not be attractive as before. So this will be there for a lot of women. And in the same way, the body also will be changing. So as I mentioned, the skin may become dry. You just have to apply some moisturizing lotions or use some natural coconut oil or any other oils to moisturize the skin. In the same way, for a lot of women, there may be some urinary problems. So Um, and in the same way, a lot of women may be having some dryness in their vagina, and because of that, their sexual life will be different. And slowly they'll feel that no, now I'm not very attracted, or now I'm not I cannot really participate in the sex life, or all my life is changing, and they'll slowly go into that depression. This is very, very important, my dear friends, to accept whatever that is going on, and is there anything that I can do about it? As we are using some moisturizing lotions for our skin, in the same way we can use some lubricants or anything for sexual life. So what is it that you can do instead of just worrying about it? And one very important thing is, all these years before menopause, so there will be so many things that a woman will be taking care. So maybe her career, maybe her children, family, and everything. And slowly after 45, or 45 to 55, or even after that, after the menopause stage, it is the time for a woman to start her inner journey. Instead of completely giving her time to the family or to other people, it is time to give sometimes she has to, every day she has to give some time for herself. And especially after menopause, or even during the menopause, whatever the changes that are happening, if she can give more time for herself, it will be very, very beneficial for her. If she can be in meditation for more time, all the symptoms or whatever that she is going through, they can all settle down. And the more acceptance is there, so she can really enjoy this stage of life. Because this stage is nothing like, okay, I'm losing my womanhood. No, my dear friends, this stage is very, very important. It is something like you're getting promoted to the next level. So, if you see, even in the olden cultures in India and a lot of places, they give a lot of importance to old women. And even if any youngsters or anyone are not having kids, or if they got just, if they are not getting married, or if there are any challenges, they would go to this old woman. They call her as wise woman, so that she has more wisdom. So they'll go to her and take her blessings. Because, and most of the times these blessings, after these blessings, whatever they have wished for, they are coming true. It is because uh, after this menopause, her vishuddha chakra, that is the throat chakra, activation happens, and even the agna chakra activation happens. So whatever that she utters, it starts becoming in reality. She'll be having more power. In the same way, they'll be having more intuition. My dear friends, only these can happen if they are in complete awareness, if they have completely accepted this stage. But if they're always worried about all this anxiety, depression, oh, I'm losing my womanhood, oh, I'm becoming old, they will not be able to get connected to this stage. But once they accept, and once they are aware, and once they completely welcome this stage, then they can really enjoy this stage, my dear friends. Because again, one other thing is, this stage, the crone stage, is something like, again, they'll be connected to the first stage, the maiden stage. It is something like, at this stage, again, they will become like a child. So not too many attachments, because as a homemaker or as a career woman, again, there are so many attachments, so many responsibilities, there are too many things to take care, and there's not much time for yourself all these years. But again, once this menopause happens, slowly, maybe the kids might have, by now the kids may be adult enough that they'll be able to take care of themselves. They'll not completely rely on her mother. So at this stage, she will be able to give herself some time. And all these attachments, too many attachments will not be there. Slowly, she has to detach herself and give herself more time for inner journey, for meditation, to understand herself. It's not just about her body. but her body is changing in such a way that it is signaling her to take care of herself, to take care of, to understand her own inner journey, and to get connected to her soul. So, at this stage, it is very, very important to also look after what you are eating, because the whole of this digestion system and everything slowly it starts changing. It's a beautiful process, my dear friends, because whatever that this stage is called as vanaprastha ashram. The before stage is called as grihastha ashram. Grihastha ashram is like a family life, and slowly the vanaprastha ashram is like a life where you are meditating more and where you are giving more importance to yourself or your soul, to the realization of your soul. So automatically the body will be preparing you to this stage. And in this stage, so it is advised not to take too much of coffee or too much of spices, and it is always advised to take a sattvic ahar, that is more natural foods, fruits, and more vegetables instead of too many spices. Because if you see, if you talk with women who are in this menopause stage, if they are taking too much of spicy foods or coffee and all these things, as I mentioned before, the hot flushes or the night sweats and all this anxiety, depression, all these symptoms may be there. But you are, if you're accepting yourself completely and you're understanding your body, whatever that your body needs, you're just giving that. And we may not eat the same as before. Before, if we may be eating a couple of cups of rice, or like maybe 5 chapatis or whatever it may be, I'm just taking a number. So now slowly it reduces. Observe that body, just completely be aware. Do not think that, oh, now I'm not feeling like eating more, so maybe now I need more calories, maybe now I need more strength, so I have to eat more. No, my dear friends, whatever that your body is signaling, observe that. But it's very important to take care of whatever that you are eating. Add nutritious food, add more calcium, add more iron into that. In a simple way, as a lot of us know about the moringa powder, it has got more calcium. Just add 1 spoon of it in whatever curries or whatever chapati or rice, whatever that you are eating. Just add 1 spoon of it. Or if you are used to ragi millet, then use ragi millet in your daily life. It has got more calcium. Do not rely on milk, my dear friends, because the milk industry is completely different now. So do not rely on milk for calcium, but use these natural sources of plant foods for calcium and protein. As you know, from all the lentils we will get the protein. So rely on these foods. It's not about too much of carbohydrates now. So whatever that your body needs, give that. And one main important thing is, a lot of women, when they sneeze or cough, the urine may be coming out. So the bladder muscles, they'll not be very, it will not be the same as before for a lot of women. If that is happening, even here, if there are any women, even before the menopause stage, it is not about taking care of yourself at the menopause stage, but even before also, you have to start taking care of yourself with a very, very simple exercise. A lot of doctors, they tell us to do Kegel exercises. And it's from my personal experience, it is not just about the physical body, but when you do Kegel exercises, even the spiritual energy moves upwards. So it is very, very important to move your energy from the root chakra to the next chakras using this Kegel exercises. Kegel exercises are, a lot of women may be knowing here, but just in case if anyone doesn't know, it is very, very simple. So once a woman delivers, usually the doctors tell this, but a lot of women, they ignore or they'll not have much time to do this because of taking care of the kids, family, and everything. They may ignore it. But my dear friends, it's very, very important, Kegel exercises. to move your the sexual energy to the spiritual energy. It transforms sexual energy to spiritual energy. And also it will help you to tighten all the muscles. Even before the menopause, it is advisable to start. So, yeah, I think, okay. So the Kegel exercises are very simple, as if when you're passing urine, if you're holding it, whatever the muscles that you use to hold the urine. So in the same way, when you're just sitting and relaxing, just do that as if you're holding your urine. Uh, just tighten all those muscles for few seconds and release, few seconds and release. These are called Kegel exercise. It's very, very simple. So no one will be able to see you. Wherever you are comfortable, you can just do these exercises. And it will help you even not only after delivery, but it will help you after menopause. So even if you have not done this, start doing this. If you're already in menopause, also start doing this, my dear friends. So during this menopause, it doesn't happen that suddenly the estrogen hormones will drop. Slowly it will drop. In the same way, suddenly the ovaries doesn't stop releasing the eggs. Slowly they will stop releasing the eggs. So 1 month you may be getting your period, and again few months you may not be getting. So all this is the menopause is happening. And once you did not get your period for 12 months, continuously for 12 months, then it is like after menopause stage. So in this way, there are these three stages. So before menopause and the menopause, where it is happening sometimes and sometimes it is stopping. So, and after continuously for 12 months, there are no periods. And after that, it is called as a post-menopause stage. So in all these stages, as I mentioned, if you're having any mood swings or anything, I'm just conscious of time. Okay. Uh, so, whatever is happening, meditation will help you. Along with that, nature walks. So, just get connected to the nature when possible. I'm not asking you to always walk barefoot, but when possible, walk barefoot on the ground or where there is grass or in a park or at least in your home. So when you walk barefoot, grounding happens. Of course, nowadays, the whole of this modern culture, we use our slippers or to walk even in our homes. But I would request uh, before menopause, at least start including 5 to 10 minutes of your time grounding, so that it will help you to completely accept whatever the changes that will happen in the body in the future. So at least for 5 to 10 minutes, if you go to a park, walk barefoot. Or in your home, if you have a garden, walk barefoot. And if you have a habit of gardening, just to stay some time with the plants, completely in a meditative state, in a mindful way, do that gardening. Even if you don't have any habit of gardening, at least take a plant, one plant, and just touch that and feel that and just connect to it. It is like connecting to the nature. Once you start connecting to the nature outside, because whatever that we are doing, this is all external, right? So, but as we are connecting to this external nature, internally, we will connect to our inner nature. So that connection that we are establishing, this outer connection, but the inner connection will be established automatically, subconsciously. And once you see that stages the plant is going through, and once you are accepting and feeling happy about whatever the stages that are happening outside in the nature, maybe it's a plant or grass or a tree or whatever, just start appreciating the change, the stages of a plant. And slowly, subconsciously, you will be able to appreciate the stages that are going inside you, within your body. So it is very similar to the nature. A woman's body goes through the same way. Again, some people even say that it is very similar to a moon cycle as well, as a waxing moon. So slowly the new beginnings and everything happens once the once a baby girl is born, and once she is matured and once she's ready to fertilize, it is something like a full moon. So that fertilization period, a mother period, and then slowly when the menopause starts, it is like a waning moon. So it's compared to the moon. So once we are appreciating the cycles that are going outside, whatever the cycle of a tree or cycle of a moon or even cycle of the nature or even the weathers, the summer, winter, everything, if you're accepting completely, then it will be very easy for you to accept your inner cycle, whatever that is going on inside your body. My dear friends, previously in olden days, or even in a lot of villages in India, even now, they don't have any symptoms of menopause because it is very, very natural for them. But in a lot of countries outside, so a lot of in UK, US, and many countries outside, not really sure about Malaysia, Singapore, but in a lot of countries outside, once the menopause starts, a lot of women, they start taking estrogen tablets and estrogen injections. And there will be too much of hype that, okay, once the menopause starts, there will be too much of anxiety, depression. And once you start hearing all these things, automatically it will be created in your life. Instead of that, just accept it as a beautiful next stage, a new stage in your life, as if you're getting promoted to the next stage, as if you're becoming more wiser. And once you accept all the changes, it will be very, very easy for you to go through this phase. And you can really enjoy, because in this stage, um, it is really advisable to do whatever that you could not do in your life. Because sometimes in the maiden stage, or when you're with your parents, maybe because of the financial issues, or maybe because of some career issues, or maybe because of whatever challenges that may be having at that time, you might not be able to pursue whatever that you wanted to. Simple thing like a dance or music or a simple hobby, whatever it could be, a sport. But again, think that it is now a chance for you to start again. Never ever think that, no, I am becoming old, I'll not be able to do that. Never ever think that. So instead of that, think that this is a new opportunity for me. Now I have got more time. So let me start this. Now in India, a lot of women in our PSSM, they are starting music and dance at the age of 50 or even 60. And one lady, she told that she started at 75. So never ever think that you are old. Whatever that you could not pursue when you were young, this is the best time to start again, because now you're becoming a child again. And the main one other very, very important thing is, as I always mention, during the menstruation, when we are releasing these eggs, the egg has got so much of creative energy that we have to redirect it. If not, we'll be having all these mood swings, all these emotional ups and downs. So what we usually do is, just before the menstruation starts, or even after the menstruation starts, the first day of the period, I ask everyone to redirect those energies with three intentions. So the three intentions are for themselves personally, anything about the family or career or anything. And the next intention is for the group. So whatever the group that you are in, the Divine Feminine Sangha, or the Pyramid Sri Shakti, or Divine Devi Matas in action. So the any intention for the group. So previously we did Santana Praptirastu, Kalyana Praptirastu programs, that is for unmarried women. And the other one is for women who are waiting for pregnancy. So the group intention was to get the right wisdom for them, to get a right partner for them. In the same way, you can create some intention here. And so as we are creating these intentions, all the energies, the creation energies, so much of energies, they will be redirected there instead of coming as a anger or as depression, as irritation every month. In the same way, my dear friends, I would request whoever is going through menopause stage, whatever the pre-menopause or menopause or post-menopause, whatever that you are going through, I would request you all to redirect those energies, because now the eggs are stopping and the energy levels are going up. If you're not redirecting them in a right way, if you're always thinking that, okay, now I'm becoming old, that is why my skin is becoming like this, or I'm having knee problems, I'm having back issues and all these things. No, my dear friend, it is because you're not redirecting the energies in the right way. So put an intention for yourself. Yes, I will redirect my energies. For this hobby, I will start singing, or I'll start sharing my wisdom to others, or I'll start every day doing 2 hours of meditation, or I'll start drinking more water, whatever it may be, a simple thing. Redirect there and redirect for your group, saying that, okay, whoever is going through this stage, everyone will be accepting it completely, and a smooth transition will happen. And another intention for the universe, that everyone is becoming vegetarians, or everyone is becoming everyone, all the women on this planet are accepting their feminine side completely. In this way, you can put any of the three intentions. So whoever is in menopause stage, you can come together and you can start talking, share your experiences within you or with youngsters. Because youngsters, they may not have to go through all the experiences that you have gone through. You can share your own experiences so that they will learn from your mistakes. They will learn from your experiences. So it is very important, my dear friends, to share whatever that you have learned. And these are very, very important. Just one more thing is, as I mentioned, a lot of women, they'll be having hot flushes. So this hot flushes, they'll be having too much of heat in their body. So naturally, normally physically, if you see, because of this dryness in the skin, and there may be some urinary infections or urinary problems. So women at this stage, they don't prefer to drink more water, because of this urinary infections or other thing. They don't really prefer to drink more water. But at this stage, it is very, very important to drink more and more water. Give more liquids to your body, more fruits and more vegetables. This is physically. But if you see, when a meditator is meditating, and in their deep meditations, if the Kundalini awakens, if the Kundalini arises from the root chakra to the higher chakras, even then the heat will completely rise in the body. So in few texts, they mentioned that a woman naturally, her Kundalini raises during the menopause stage. Her energy from the root chakra is moved to the higher chakras during this menopause stage. It naturally happens to a woman. So whenever that hot flushes are there in your body, instead of rejecting it, instead of feeling bad about it, start accepting as if your Kundalini is raising. Feel good about it. Once you start feeling good about it, because it is your feeling, my dear friends, how you're feeling, whatever that is happening in your body. If you're feeling really bad and if you're rejecting it, again, you will feel as if it is completely increasing. But once you start accepting and once you start feeling good about it, the intensity may reduce, or you'll be able to accept it completely. So think in that way that, okay, my Kundalini is raising and everything is happening for the good. And my dear friends, here I would also suggest because one of our pyramid master, who is also a doctor, so she also suggested, because I heard her and she suggested that if you're having any challenges, any cysts or fibroids or anything, you can just get checked with a doctor, and you can take their opinion of whatever is that is going on, and then start doing meditation instead of always having that fear that, oh, I'm having this fibroids, I'm having this cyst, what will happen, will it become cancerous cells? And all these fears, do not have any fears, my dear friends, because at this stage, whatever that you are fearing, you'll be attracting that. So it is very important, even if your history of family or your family history is having anything, diabetes, BP, sugar, or whatever, even the cancer, even if your family history is having it, always think that I will be completely healthy, because your thoughts will create the reality. So very, very strongly, without any doubt, think that I will be healthy. So uh, if you're having any doubt that, okay, oh, my family history has cancer or sugar or whatever, diabetes or BP or anything, if you're having any doubt, get checked with a doctor and then start working on it. Even if you're having it, do more meditation. Even if you're not having it, feel happy and do more meditation. So prevention is better than cure. So if you're having any doubt, just get checked and work on it. But without checking and without just always do not create in your mind, so that it will be created in your body. Your thoughts are very, very important, especially during this menopause. So many people will be telling so many things that, okay, at this stage this will happen, that will happen. So only take positive things. Whenever someone is talking about menopause, put a filter very clearly. Put a filter in your mind or in your uh, whatever that words that you are taking in. Take only the positive words, and whatever the words that are not required, just drop them then and there completely. Just drop them. So in this way, once you start accepting the menopause stage completely, without any fear, without any rejection, then you will be really completely, you will be able to enjoy this stage. And also one other thing is, if you're having any incompletions, my dear friends, for the previous stages, that is the mother stage or the maiden stage, in your next meditations, whenever you're sitting in meditation, just sit and think about those incompletions. That uh, as a mother, for example, if you're not able to become a mother, or it took a long time for you to conceive and deliver a child, or if you were having any challenges raising a child, whatever that you have gone through, or if you're having any challenges with your partner, or even as a child, if you're having any challenges with your parents or your career or anything, in your meditation, just feel as if it is complete. Everything is complete now. So recently, couple of years back, I got this in meditation and I shared with few of the friends and they tried it. Even you can try it. So just take a pen and a paper, and not now, but maybe after the session, just take a pen and a paper and remember, try to remember whatever that is incomplete in your life. For example, you always wanted to do MBBS, or you wanted to become a doctor, but you had to become an engineer, or you had to become a homemaker, but you really thought about it. There were so many dreams about it, and you put a lot of energy, the mental energy, but physically it was not manifested. Then think about it and just draw a circle, complete it, a circle. When you're drawing that circle, as if completely you're drawing back that energy from wherever that you have given, and circle it. Once the circle is completed, feel as if you got your energy back from there. Yeah, I hope you understood. So it is very simple. So, for example, um, if you wanted to become a doctor, just think about it. That okay, I was thinking about becoming a doctor for a long time. I put a lot of energy, the mental energy. So just think about it. And once you're circling it, okay, it did not happen, but that's okay. I'm taking back all that energy. So just complete it. Once a circle is complete, feel as if your energy is completely back into you. Because my dear friends, if just with an example, I'll tell you, if we are born with 1,000 watts of energy, I'm just taking an example, 1,000 watts of energy. So with these so many incompletions in our life, that okay, I wanted to marry this person, but I could not marry him and I had to marry another person. Or I really wanted to have a boy child, but I got this girl child. Whatever it may be, because you'll be putting so much of energy, so many days you'll be thinking about that. But finally, physically, the manifestation is different. That means that 1,000 watts of energy, you're putting some 10 watts of energy into becoming a doctor, 10 watts of energy into attracting that partner, and 10 watts of energy into becoming something else or having a boy child. So you're releasing everywhere, you're just dropping that energy. And finally, now you're here in this stage, but now you have only 80 watts of energy or 100 watts of energy, because everywhere you are leaving that energy. So once you do this in your meditation, my dear friends, you can clearly claim back your energy, take back your energy. It's a beautiful exercise. So we have 15 minutes. So if anyone has any questions, I can take the questions, or else we will do a 10-minute meditation. Anything is okay. 10-minute meditation or any questions.
It's just one question. Drawing the circle is during the meditation or before you sit for the meditation?
It's before you sit for meditation, and then once you feel as if you got your energy back, and then sit in meditation and completely feel and completely be with that energy, accept that energy. So just include it with meditation. Or sometimes if it is not really easy for you to think and visualize about it, then first do meditation and then do this process.
Thank you. Okay, next, it's open to the platform. Anyone has any question? Please do not lose the chance.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know, is this similar to disassociation of the soul? For example, when you are very close to a person and then the person passes away, and then part of your soul apparently goes to that person, and that similar to this energy that's actually going towards that person as well. Is there some similarity in that?
a lot of shamans do this ritual. In the
Yeah.
shamanism, they
Yeah.
do this. That
Yes.
yeah, whatever you mentioned. So it is very similar to that. Yes, but again, it is not about another person, but it is everything is about ourselves here, especially. So of course, even in that case, it is about our soul.
Yeah.
But here mainly we are talking about, as we are talking about these three stages, it will be amazing if you can just do the simple exercise of circles. Because in meditations, and again, I think in shamanism, they do some kinds of rituals that I just heard. I'm not really into that, but I just heard of some rituals that they do for soul fragmentation,
Mm.
to retrieve those soul fragmentations. So from different parts in this lifetime and also from other lifetimes, they do that. But this is very simply just circling it. No big ritual or nothing. You don't have to light the candles and do everything. It's just that simple circle. But it is that intention of yours of getting back that energy. It's very important. And whatever that has happened in your life, because in Divine Feminine Sangha, we talk about different things. So from childhood, any inner child issues, that your parents might have caused, or your, or whatever the society around, because of the society around, the inner child might have got hurt, or even the emotional abuse, physical abuse, or sexual abuse that might have happened. And again, once the that is in the maiden stage, and then in the next stage, the mother stage, whatever the issues with the partner, especially with the partner and kids. So with the partner, it could be any sexual intimacy issues, or even any of the relationship issues. And again, with the kids, always feeling that, okay, I'm not a good mother, or feeling guilty. And again, if the kids are not taking care of you, and again, there's some other emotion. So all these things, so many things a woman will go through. Of course, every person will be going through different things, but again, as a woman, already she will be having so many mood swings and so many cycles because of her body. And along with that, she has so many responsibilities as a homemaker, or even when she's a career person, or anything. So taking care of the family, partner, parents, in-laws, the whole everything, nurturing, love, and care. So as she goes through this, it is very important, at least in this menopause stage, to feel gratitude for herself. Because usually women, they don't feel grateful about themselves. Every time, most of the women, they think that they are not good enough. But it's very, very important to say this simple word that I am enough. At this stage, at least they have to realize that they are enough. They don't need anything or anyone to appreciate them, to give approval for them that, okay, you are good. It's just about yourself. You have to tell to yourself that, yes, I am good. Just give a pat on your back that, okay, whatever that you have did in the whole of this lifetime, till now, whatever stage that you are in, you did the best. So that is the feeling that should be there inside. So once that feeling is there inside, once she starts feeling gratitude about herself, it's not about others, but first start feeling gratitude about herself. And once that self-love is cultivated, then completely the body anatomy and everything will start shifting. So appreciating the body, because as I mentioned, in menopause, because of so many changes that happens, most of the times they may not be able to appreciate their body. But however they look, it's very important to love themselves. So some of you might have seen my video, why did I shave my head, just 1 month back. I was just thinking, what is it that is important? Is my external beauty associated with my hair? Because when I was thinking about looking other people with shaved head, there was some fear that came inside me. And I started observing that fear. And that fear was like, is it about external beauty? And once I shave my head, people will look at me differently. So immediately I'm like, okay, external beauty is not important. I will give importance to my inner beauty. It's not about others, how others will look at me. So immediately I took the decision of giving my hair. And of course, everyone appreciated, and so many people got inspired by this. So it is about how you're feeling for whatever that you are doing. The feeling is very important, my dear friends. So whatever that has happened in your life, appreciate and just feel as if it is complete and let go.
Sorry, I just have one more question. Can we put all the intentions together in one circle? And sorry.
If you can think about it,
Yeah.
yes, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as it is a visualization process, if you can do one by one, you will be really able to feel that energy coming back.
Mm.
For example, as you mentioned, someone's father passed away and there was so much of trauma. So when they are circling it, they may not be able to feel that energy back. That is why I ask everyone to do different circles. Then sometimes, for example, at this stage of life, it may not be so important about doing that, becoming a doctor, or having that boy child, because she's very happy about the girl child now, or maybe she got another boy child. So that circle, when she's doing that circle, it will be easy for her to get that energy back. But for some circles, it may not be so easy. Like father passed away or mother passed away, it may not be so easy. So if you mix everything in one circle, you may not really realize.
Okay. Yeah.
So once you realize that few circles, immediately you'll feel that energy coming back. And few circles, you may have to work out again and again, few times.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone else?
I think we'll go for the meditation because that's the most
Okay.
important part
Yeah.
of this whole
Yes.
session.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, anyone
We'll,
else wants to talk or?
we'll do the meditation.
Okay, sure. I think someone else is on video.
Jayprada, do you want to have any
Jayprada,
question?
you
Jayprada.
have a question? No.
No, she's in Maunam, I think.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. But so good to see you, Jaya. Okay, then we'll just sit in meditation for about 8 minutes so that we can complete the call before time, on time. So, my dear friends, you all know how to sit in meditation. So just sit comfortably, crossing your legs, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, close your eyes, and start observing your natural, normal breath. Today, in our meditation, we will invite the energies of our Guruji, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, and Swarnamala Patriji, and Shiva Shakti energies, Mother Isis energies, and energies from the crop circles, all those crop circles which will help and guide all the women issues, challenges, and also so many astral masters are working astrally on this planet Earth for the rise of divine feminine energies. So we will invite all those masters to guide us. And also masters who will help women who are going through menopause. So at this stage, just think about your maiden stage. It's a very quick process, my dear friends. So whatever that is coming on to the surface as I'm guiding, anything and everything that you can remember from your childhood, before you got your first menstruation, parents not accepting a girl child, or people bullying in a school, whatever it may be, anything about being a child, whatever that you have gone through, maybe financial issues, maybe anything about love, parents not giving enough love, or giving more love to your sibling, however you might have felt. Just try to remember, let it come on to the surface, because now as an adult, it may be a very simple thing for you. Once they come on to the surface, completely in these energies. Let go. Just feel gratitude about whatever that has happened, because you have learned so many things from everything, and forgive everyone involving in those situations. In the same way, whatever that has happened during the mother stages between menstruation and menopause, whatever that has happened, maybe your career, or maybe with your partner, or maybe your love life, or it could be about your pregnancy, your delivery, your kids, raising your kids, anything and everything, my dear friends. Just let it come on to the surface, because most of the times we don't even address them. They're all there, deep inside. Once they come onto the surface, it will be very easy to let go. Because as an adult, now you have more experience. You are more wiser to forgive everything and every person that is involved, indirectly or directly. They hurted you. Just forgive everyone and forgive yourself. And completely accept that maiden stage and mother stage. And welcome that menopause stage with full acceptance. I completely welcome menopause stage. Whenever it has to come, I am ready to accept it. And it is going very smoothly. And I'm really enjoying that stage. I'm completely accepting it. I'm becoming more and more wiser. I love my body. I love my womanhood. I completely accept that I am a woman in this lifetime. I have chosen to be a woman. I love myself and I accept myself completely. Okay, my dear friends, with this, whenever you are ready, you can release your hands, place them on your eyes for a few seconds. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay, my dear friends, over to you, Thila. Thank you so much.
Sorry, my computer was lagging. Thank you so much, Pranahita, for coming and giving us such a wonderful wisdom. And there's so much I learned today. And I'm all ready to share with my group soon. Mira, you want to say anything?
No. Thank you so much, Pranahita, and all of you who attended the session today.
Thank you.
Today I felt that you were talking about my language. I can really connect with whatever you're telling, accept the menopause, feel, So I'm actually doing that. So I can share this with my group. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Pila. Thank you, Pila. And thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure to have.
Bye.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. With this, we'll end the session. Thank you,
so
everyone.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We got another session with Master Pradeep. So meet you all there.